Now we are in contract prior to contingencies being removed. Now we are in business. This is exciting, isn't it? But don't get too excited just yet. We have to go through the contingency time frames. The buyer will now secure the loan, have the inspections on the property, and review all of the reports and disclosures. Hi, this is Darlene Medranda with eXp Realty, your real estate expert in Suffolk County, Long Island. This typically takes anywhere between 7 and 10 days, depending on what was initially agreed upon in the contract. In some cases, when you are dealing with a very desirable home that had multiple offers, we can negotiate no contingencies. But this isn't quite as common as we would like. During the contingency time frame, the buyer can back out of the home if they are not happy with what they discover on the reports and disclosures. This is typically when the buyer will be asking for repairs, or they could possibly ask for credits for things that they found during these inspections. Buyer also has an option to back out if they have a request that we cannot come up to a mutual agreement between the buyer and the seller. Also, for some reason, they are not able to qualify for the loan, or if the home does not appraise and we cannot come up with a mutual agreed upon price regarding the appraisal, the buyer can also back out as well. You need to understand that if a home does not appraise for the contractual amount, the lender will only loan on the appraised value. Obviously, they take into consideration what the buyer is actually qualified for. Any additional money required will need to be made up from the buyer, or seller will have to agree to adjust the contractual price. Again, unless you encounter out any of these contingencies and they are not made a part of the original contract or the counteroffer, the buyer has the right to back out of the home, and as a seller, we cannot retain their deposit. This is why it's essential to hire an agent like myself, who knows how to properly vet buyers and their offer and has the right conversations with the agents and the lender. The buyer's deposit is only at risk if they have officially removed their contingencies. So I always advise my clients not to start packing their bags until all contingencies have been removed. Also, be sure to get contingencies removed as soon as possible and stay within contractual timelines as much as you can. Once contingencies are removed, you get more assurance that the home's actually going to close. Watch below to see what happens next and what to expect, and feel free to personally reach out to me so we can get more details about you and find out what your needs are. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.